What is up, people? We are back. I believe today will be Tuesday when this video goes up. This is going to be the second video where we're starting new game guides with advanced tactics and other victories. Obviously, we're still going through the basic guide with the Transcendence victory, hopefully at the end. But I'm also posting 5 videos this week starting new games for new guides, and your votes and likes will let me know which one we're going to play first. Yesterday, I started an ICS game with a contact victory. So today, we're going to cover a different victory. We're going to cover the Supremacy victory, and our unique game twist is going to be that we're going to do a one city challenge. Now, one city challenge is something in Civ 5 and 4 and maybe 3. There's not an option for it that I've found yet on Beyond Earth, but basically we're only going to have one city through the whole game. And so the victory I picked for this was Emancipation. So we're going to explain why. First, let's look at the Emancipation victory. Emancipation victory is the victory associated with the Supremacy affinity. It is based around building a gate to go back to old Earth and free Earth from its primitive existence. There are 4 stages. You have to contact Earth with a laser comm satellite, build the Emancipation Gate, and then sending military units through. I said 4 steps, I think. I meant 3. Basically, once we get the satellite and the gate up, we just need to send one powerful unit a turn through the gate, and we will have it in the bag. Now, looking at this victory, it's mainly a defensive game because we don't need to go to war a lot. We need a big military, so we need a good production city, and we don't need a lot of space. And so this is why I decided to do a one city challenge, because for all the victories I've seen, this just seems like the best one to do a one city challenge for. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get right into it. I'm not going to waste any time, really. We're going to set up our game. We are going to do Vostok in quick, but we're going to do standard instead, because it's going to have the same amount of civs, but they're not going to be as big and powerful. So it'll make it a little easier on us for the fact that we're only going to have one city. For a one city challenge, there's 2 I can justify. Well, there's a couple I can justify. There's a lot I can justify, actually. Covert operations are always good, so ARC works. Pan-Asian cooperative. The wonders are nice, but the worker speed doesn't really help us. Franco-Iberia is a good one because where we're not going to have a lot of cities, it's kind of the opposite of our ICS. We're not going to have any other cities, so we're going to be pumping out virtues, which is going to in turn pump out tech. Because I picked Franco-Iberia for my basic guide, though, I'm not going to do them in this one. Polystralia is good because the extra 2 trade routes in your capital will help your capital out. Cavithan Protectorate could be nice. I always recommend it on massive maps, but where we're in a standard map, not as necessary. Brasilia can always work out with the bonus, but I am using Brasilia in a later video, so I'm going to stick with Polystralia for this video. For our colonists, really the only 2 I can see being helpful are production and food. Food to make our city bigger, and production to help build our military units faster. I'm probably going to go with production, though. The only choice I really see that we should take for a one city challenge is retrograde thrusters, because the doubling of where we can put our city is huge, since city location is everything when you have one city. You could justify tectonic scanner, because at least then you'll know where the advanced resources are, but this extra land is huge. So retrograde thrusters for the win. Choose cargo. I've been looking at this, and the 2 I can justify are hydroponics to give us the extra population and early growth, or machinery to get the early worker out. Now, I'm going to choose hydroponics, and the only reason is because I'm not going to pick it for any other strategy, really, so I want to give it some spotlight. We're going to do a Protean world like we did in our ICS video, because where we're going to be small, it's going to be the opposite of ICS, again, in the fact that where we're not expanding at all, we're not going to look like a big threat, so we're not going to attract as much attention. And that means that they will be busy killing each other because they're so close to each other, and it'll give us time to flourish. We will probably get in a war or 2. They are going to see us as weak and might try to kill us just because of that. But with one city, we'll be able to be very well defended. So we're going to cover that with a Protean world. We don't need to do anything in advanced setup. I know I'm talking fast. I'm sorry. There's not much we need to change here, so let's go straight into our game. So, biggest thing we need to do right out the gate is get more explorers, because the resource pods and the expedition sites are going to be huge in helping us gain boosts that we need for the fact that we only have one city. Other than that, it's really just about getting our tech done, being peaceful, being diplomatic. Because we have one city, we're not going to have access to the resources we know for our one city challenge. Kind of keeping people on our team, trading a lot, getting those resources we're going to need is going to be huge. So diplomacy, keeping our trade routes going, and then getting a bunch of virtues, and just eventually, you know, making our gate and getting our military through and winning the Emancipation victory. So there's not much to it, in theory.
So, select a student.
This is what we're given. Not terrible. I don't like that there's 2 mountains here, but we do have a lot of resources around. Immediately what comes to mind is right here. I mean, a coastal city would be nice, but we can't even get this coral. The silica down here would give us science. I don't like that there's 2 canyons right here, but on the same token, that gives us a huge defensive bonus from the south. So, my 2 spots I can justify are down here to get the silica and these 2 resources, but I can't justify that over going up here and grabbing these 4, getting these 2 fruit, getting this basalt. This is just, and yeah, the canyons are here, but it's also extra defense. So in the end, this is going to be the spot I take. First thing we're going to do is build another explorer to, like I said, find out what's nearby, get resource pods, get expedition sites quickly, not piss off the aliens. For our research, I'm going to take ecology, because I want to get up an ultrasonic fence nice and quickly, because that's going to be big in keeping aliens out of our hair while we build our city up. So, we do that. That's all there's going to be for this video, was just starting up the game. Like I said, like and subscribe for more Beyond Earth content, and the likes will let me know which videos you want to see first. If you want this one, the ICS one, whatever one I post for the next couple of days, this is going to let me know what you want. So, do that. Leave comments for constructive tips. Any ideas you have for ICS, maybe what affinity I should go for. Oh wait, never mind. Scratch that. I have to go for supremacy. But let me know what tips for other players and things you want to see, and also just for the One City Challenge itself, what do you think we should do? Any ideas to how we can make this easier, stuff like that. So that is all for this video. I will see you in my next video. Between the guide and the other games we're going to be starting, hopefully you guys will get the content you want to see.